Hey everyone, welcome to my channel, Butters and Cream Skincare Creations, where we create skincare. Today we're going to be making my Pretty Kitty Whipped Yoni Polish, and that's just a fancy name for a scrub. And basically, this is very good to exfoliate down there. If you're going to be doing shaving, waxing, anything like that, this is going to be your go-to. It's also great as a facial scrub. I love the fact that it's gentle, but it's really nice and abrasive enough to really get the job done, but not too abrasive. So here we have our tea, because this is going to officially be a tea infused type of product. I have calendula, I have rose, and I also have hibiscus. Good yoni kind of tightening, softening herbs. And what we're going to do is we're going to steep them in water. If you're going to use hot water, you can steep for 5 minutes. Cold, I usually recommend to just let sit covered overnight. I like to recommend in the refrigerator. It's just a little bit extra fresh. And then while that's steeping, we're going to go ahead and do our phase A. I like cocoa butter. It's non-comedogenic and it's nice, and it gives you kind of like a powdery feel, almost like softening though, not dry. And I use Olive M1000. It's more of a natural emulsifier. And it's also really good. It's kind of sudsy on its own, so it lathers well. And then safflower oil, another non-comedogenic, really good emollient oil, but it's also not too hard to source. So you can find it just about anywhere, even in any grocery store. And so we're going to let that melt all the way down in the meantime. Now, usually when it comes to scrubs, you have to have a specific water to oil ratio. So what I do here is I use this tea bag to strain out the herbs. I get as much water as I can out of it. But what you're going to see me do here is fill it in for the amount of water that I lost during this process. I'm going to measure to make sure I have enough for the formula. And you do lose a little bit of water and volume. So you see me here putting this in, and then you're going to see me add in some more distilled water to fill in that gap and make sure that we still have the same amount of water that the recipe actually calls for. So now that we have the water to the level that it needs to be, we're going to add in honey. You could also use vegetable glycerin and make this a vegan product, but I love honey's antimicrobial and skin properties. Honey is a wondrous product, especially if you want to, go with the natural vibe of this. It's definitely a good key ingredient to be able to highlight. I personally love honey in my skincare products, so we're going to get all of that out of the cup here, and we're going to go ahead and just mix it into this phase until it fully dissolves. You get all those nice properties from the honey. And as you see, just mix it around. Just make sure you get the bottoms, and to get it to where it's not, sticking anywhere. It's a nice even consistency. And then once you do that, we're going to go ahead and add our hot phase. Got that steam in the camera there. And it starts to cool down immediately once it gets put in the water, because the water isn't heated anymore. And then I blend it so it's very liquid in the beginning, like a lotion. And here I have calamine clay. So it's really good for calming the skin and making it feel nice and soothed, because sometimes there's, whatever little irritation you have going on there, that helps it. This is turmeric oil. Even though you see a lot of turmeric scrubs, I wanted to use the oil so I could keep the pink color and still have those properties. Germall Plus is my go-to preservative. And here's the back where it has like the degrees that you incorporated in, the percentage that you use for safety purposes. And the thing I love about Germall is that it doesn't change the properties of the products too much. What does happen is sometimes other ones can change the smell or texture. So Germall's just good and it's reliable. So as you see here, it turned kind of gray, and that happens with the herbs that you use mixed with the calamine clay. And so if you wanted to keep it natural and no colors, you totally could, but I do add a little bit of color in here between liquid and mica. If you use both of them in combination, it makes it so that you don't have to use too much of either, and so you can still get that nice pretty pink, as you're going to see here, that you can start to see it come out more. And you can use at your discretion. If this is your yoni product that you're going to be selling or using personally, do whatever works best for you. I personally am not super sensitive down there, and I like a nice pink color. So, and also the same thing with fragrances. You're welcome to add your own fragrances. I recommend like a rosy type of smell. The turmeric oil does have a scent, so just be wary of that. But let me know how you guys like this, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.